I've noticed recently with an influx of players that a lot of people were having troubles with the loot booth mechanic in opening tokens. Deceit definitely has one of the most unique loot box systems out of any game I've ever seen. And this can be quite challenging for newer players because unlike other games' loot box mechanics, you actually have to work for your cosmetics in Deceit after getting your token. So I decided to make this guide that can possibly help some of these newer players. Considering over the years I have opened a few tokens, not too many though. And I know that a lot of people just record their token opening, but I'm hoping to be able to teach people how to effectively do the loot booth and not waste any more time than they need to. It mostly all comes down to not overwhelming yourself by looking at too many cups at the same time, as well as knowing which animation is playing and knowing where the cup is going to go. So from what I've been able to gather, there are about 8 animations that the Game Master can use while he is shuffling your cups. Some of these are variations of each other, and I will talk about them when I get to them. Though before I do that, I would like to talk about the number one tip I have to actually watching these cups, and is that you never want to be watching more than 3. When you use a token in loot booth, you are only able to pick 3 of the 6 cups. And when you have a situation where there is something like 4 blues and 2 whites, you will want to watch the 2 whites. And at the end, when you know where those 2 are, you will pick any of the other ones. It puts less strain on you and helps a lot when you're not focused on so many cups. This first animation can look a little tricky, but in reality it's just switching 2 pairs of cups. This next one is still pretty simple, but it does have another variant to it. The base animation just moves all cups 2 to the left, and those leftmost cups just move to the right side. The other version begins the same way, but then the Game Master switches cups 5 and 3. In this one, the Game Master switches the outside cups as well as spinning the 2 in the middle. Something to note though, the 2 in the middle always stay in the same position they were in at the beginning, unless it's the variant of this animation that I'll show you now. The variant of this animation switches cups 2 and 3 while he is spinning the middle ones. The next one is a very simple one where it just shuffles a couple pairs of cups. The base version only switches cups 1 and 3 and 2 and 6, but it has a variant where it also switches 5 and 4. I have definitely saved the hardest for last. This next animation is the line. The Game Master will shuffle in a very weird way that puts all the cups in a line that is vertical instead of the horizontal that you started with. Luckily, there are no different types of this animation, and you can always know where your cup goes once it starts.